certainly what I heard in the commentary and all the post-match reflection was that the Son incident was a red card. Now, I said it after the game, it wasn't a brutal red card, but it was an instinctive one that warrants a red card.
Well, perhaps the ex-West Ham teammates aren't in connection with each other. Don, as it happened, tweeting out, "That's not a red card." So how do we explain this disparity? Let's go to Peter Walton first. Peter, was Don right or Frank right?
Oh, Frank was perfectly right there. And by the way, this is Holly Green jumper. That's the connection.
Yeah, I thought so.
But going back to the question, it was a red card. And the reason it was a red card was because of the secondary nation of Son's action when he's on the ground. You know, there was some premeditation there, and for me, that was violent conduct. And Frank Lampard was perfectly correct.
Don, what's the case for the defence here?
I mean, listen, I sent that tweet and I knew I was going to be in the minority. I was just looking at the movement from Son and I thought it was more petulant than aggressive. And maybe I'm taking into the fact that it was a London derby, it was a feisty game, and I sent out the tweet and I knew I was going to get a little bit of stick. But I thought it was more petulant than aggressive.
But are you standing by it? Do you still think it was a harsh red card?
I do. I think it's slightly harsh. I think it could have been a strong yellow. Listen, I wouldn't go over the top on the referee, and if the guys in the majority thinks it's a red card, then so be it.
Well, that was not a defense. Let me tell you something. If I wanted a lawyer, I don't want Don. It's like, okay, that was a good case. We lose. Your Honor, we're guilty.
I never thought I was going to win.
I think you're not guilty.
I never thought I was going to win this case.
You're not guilty. The judge says you are. Okay, you're guilty.
Oh, dear.
Listen, in Son's, well, this is by no means a defence. I think it was a red card. But to counter what Peter said, I don't necessarily think it was premeditated. I think it's instinctive, especially when you're on the ground and somebody's standing over you.
Yeah.
In that manner, you want to lash out. You want to defend yourself. And I think that's what you saw from Son. That doesn't take away from the fact that it was still 100% a red card, despite what Don Hutchison Esquire may try to convince us.
We don't want any part of that Esquire or any Esquire that Don is involved with. Come on.
Peter, moving on. It wasn't the only instance that VAR was used in the game. There was also the penalty Marcos Alonso brought down by Gazzaniga. First question for you. How does Anthony Taylor miss this and actually give the foul the other way, Peter?
Yeah, first of all, we all think it was a foul, we all think it was a penalty kick, but Anthony Taylor, trying to defend Anthony Taylor here, I think he feels that Alonso has initiated that contact with Gazzaniga, and clearly he hasn't, and I think Anthony Taylor just got that decision wrong. Thankfully, VAR was there to help him out. And if I just go back, twice in that big match there, the VAR helped Anthony Taylor out. And if you remember, Anthony Taylor was the guy in charge of the Manchester derby last weekend, where he didn't give a penalty kick. VAR helped him out. And lo and behold, in the Champions League, Lyon and Leipzig in midweek, there was a penalty kick. Anthony Taylor was the referee, and the VAR helped him out. So I think Anthony, as a referee, he's just going through a rough patch at the moment. I can't defend that particular one, but that's the way it is.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.